Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my Minecraft Technic Let's Play. Getting straight onto it, instead of going full force with this whole macerator solar panel setup, as I have a little shift in my seat, I instead thought that it would be more beneficial in the long run, and in the short term, to create an automatic crafting system. And in order to do that, we first will need to craft some logistics pipes. So let's get immediately onwards. On with it. First of all is this pipe, the provider pipe. And as I have 5 chests, I will need 5 pipes. Pretty straightforward. And we place these like so on these chests. And if we right click on them with a wrench, it shows items to provide or empty for all. Usually usually for this I always have it on normal because it's not a condenser, and this is effectively just telling the system what's in the chests. So I'll leave that for now. The next thing that we need to create is what's called a crafting logistics pipe, and we'll need quite a few of those. I went ahead and made some automatic crafting tables. This is with 4 wooden gears around a crafting table, and the gears are crafted. Ooh, big squeak. The gears are crafted like so. So let's place these down. Just start in this corner. Why not? Like so. And then the crafting logistics pipes will tell the crafting tables what to do, effectively. And they are made like so. Crafting. Success. And you just right click. Well, actually first of all we should teach it what to make. So what I like to do is start off by teaching it how to make an automatic crafting table, because that's clever. So teach it how to make a gear, place on a crafting pipe, get the wrench, right click on it, and see in here we have this square and this square. This is the input, this is the output. And in here we have inputs here. I'm not entirely sure what satellite is. Well, I have a vague idea, but we'll hopefully get into that at a later date. These inputs here would be the ingredients in the crafting square. And the output would be what's in the output on the crafting square. So you click on import, and it imports a recipe. Hooray! So now, for example, if we were to create a third and final type of pipe, Mr. Zombie, which is a crafting, no it's not, is a request logistics pipe. This is quite a nice little pipe that will help aid us in our crafting. And say for example we have this massive system full of logistics pipes and crafting tables and all that jazz. We have this connected to one pipe, right click on it, now we have this menu. See, we need to connect this up, actually, thinking about it. So what you should do is have crafting pipes on all of these crafting tables, and then where there's an intersection, have a normal, what's the word? Basic logistics pipe. So for example, if I had it here, see how it's connecting to the crafting table? We don't want that, because that will cause items to bounce back and forth and get confused. So as this is an intersection, we put a basic logistics pipe here, and this will tell the system, see how it's red here, it will tell it not to go in there. So now what we can do, as this is all connected, we right click on here, and then we have all of our items that are in the chest. How handy is that? So all of the items are in one stack, so we have 505 iron and 420 arrows, 2 pages worth of stuff. This is all of my items in the chest. Every mod item included, which is pretty handy. Even have the logistics miscraft books. And down here is a little tab. If you click on it once, it goes to crafting. It'll show you all the items that you can craft, so all the items that will be in here. And you click it again, it goes to supply. This is the screen that shows you what's in your chests and not in the crafting square. And you click it again for both, which is what you usually have unless you're crafting, which you go to craft. Don't really use supply much. Stats, don't really know what stats means, never used it. So So what we can do now is request 4 wooden gears. Request missing 9 sticks. Great. Way to make me look... Oh, it's 6 from me. Way to make me look stupid, crafting table. Grr. So, let's pretend that didn't happen. And the sticks were already in there. And we came down and right-clicked again. And went to craft. Requested 4 gears. Hit press O, request successful. And they whiz down here, go into this first crafting table, which is the recipe. And then spit out here. And you can put a chest here. And the items will go into that, but I'm not going to do that just yet. And so for this one, let's request some wood. Bloop. Oh, let's wait. Don't do this to me. Oh, did I already have... Oh, no, free space. Cool. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to craft it. So we teach the system how to make crafting tables. I could teach it how to make wooden planks, but I think it's a bit excessive. And right click on this, import crafting table, and then so we now can request a crafting table. Oops, looks like I already had one in the system. And then here have the crafting table and 4 wooden gears, and put a crafting pipe here. Import, always import, don't forget. And then now we have this. See, 4 crafting. 1 crafting table. 1. Yay! And all the components will make their way into the tables and craft themselves. As both sticks and crafting tables and wood and all that are coming from one chest, they can only do 1 item at a time. But say you had 1 chest for sticks, 1 chest for wood, 1 chest for wooden planks, then it would be a lot faster. Cool, so now let's get into the more useful things, such as... I wonder if I could teach you how to make a linking book. Let's see. Well, this would link me down to here. I don't want that. Bye. Let's see if this makes any difference. Just try and make a linking book to here. And, whoops. If you're wondering why I have so many books, equals exchange. That's how I have so many books. And then place this in... no. Wrench. I will switch out the wrench. Put this in here. Will this work? Ah, sweet. Cool. Well, I don't know how much I will use that, but I have the recipe there. On a more serious point, on a more useful point, let's teach it, after emptying some of my inventory, how to make... no, I want that. How to make electronic circuits, because I'm forever going to and forth doing them. Well, I need 1 really, and 1 of those. The really useful thing about this system is that you don't need to have 1 of each item, you just need to have 1 of the item. I mean, for example, if I were to put iron, refined iron in here. Oh, okay, take that back. Okay, work for the crafting recipe, but not for this. What it would work for is... let me think. I can't think. Okay, looks like we do have to use some of our stuff, but never mind. And then... oh yeah, copper cables. Don't think I have any in my chest, though. Oh, I do. Sweet. 6. Request them. They can whiz down. And we add this to the recipe. Then right-click on here. Import electronic circuits. Sweet. We now no longer have to ever make refined. Electronic circuits, but we will need to make refined iron. In order to auto-craft that needs a furnace and a few more steps that I'll get into at a later date. But I think I'll flesh out this crafting system and be back when I have something that's cool. Okay, I've fleshed out the crafting system and hopefully now I have something that's pretty cool. I did it in a 2-layer one Don't really know why, but hopefully it'll speed things up once it's all connected. Instead of doing like one massively long wall, but I might change in the future. But for now, let me show you what I've added. It's effectively all the ingredients to make a solar panel. So let's see if we can request full 8 of them. Ah, missing 28 rubber. 7, 5. Yeah, there we go. Look at all of these ingredients. God, isn't that amazing? Soaring through the crafting system like no tomorrow. It's like, yeah. They're doing my bidding. Making me solar panels. Alright. But yeah, for now, I'm going to have to collect some more rubber. Teach... Oh, one more, thank you. Teach the system how to make, was it low voltage LV transformers, that was it. Which apparently I'm missing the rubber for. I do have, let's see, request 4 of these. And see what the recipe was. Where's that gone? Oh, no. Usage, recipe. 3 copper bars and some wood. So let's request some copper bars, 3 copper bars, and 2 pieces of wood. Cool. And come over to a free slot. That's not free, this is 4 cables like so, and then 3 copper wires and 3 copper bars. Is that not right? There we go. And the crafting thingy. Right click, import. Cool. But now what we have to do is first of all request another LV transformer. So that's pretty sweet. It alls sound like a mafia boss. It's all spinning along nice and easily. But we have to unfortunately still make another 3 and lose effectively an LV solar array to be able to teach it. But in my opinion, it's worth it because making them over and over again is extremely tedious. So sacrificing one is not the end of the world. So, if our tree tap is available, yes. And let's get some rubber. Oh. Lovely rubber. My achievements keep seeming to be reset every so often, which is a bit puzzling. Don't know why that's happening. I'm not changing any of my game settings too much, except for like sound and, I don't know, render distance or something. It might be Mistcraft, of course, like playing with it, but I don't know. Cool. So, do I have an extractor? I do not have an extractor. That will be something I need to make sometime soon. So yeah, for now I think I might be a bit sneaky and get some more sticky resin with equivalent exchange. Good old buddy. Yeah. Probably already had some in the chest. No, guess not. But yeah, I'll let's make an extractor. Why not? So what's the recipe for this? Machine, electronic circuit, machine block, and tree taps. Well, you know what we can do for this, if we have enough stuff, that is. Do we have enough? No, missing 4 rubber. Right. Well, I'll get the items ready for this and be back. Cool, that should be enough. So let's request a machine, electronic circuit, a machine block, and I have the rest on me. So let's wait with open arms. Here, that's quick. And then tree taps up here. And we have an extractor. Easy peasy. Japanesey. No, that wasn't racist. So I'm going to get rid of all this because it's all going to go. And it was all kind of a really messy, pathetic, temporary setup. So yeah, bye bye. Drop this down here and let it busy itself with extracting. While this is all fine and dandy, this is going to take an extremely long time. So let's do, what's it called? Upgrade, there we go, overclocker. It needs some more electronic circuits, some copper cables and coolant cells. And I know for a fact that a coolant cell, well, yeah, requires an extractor. So in order to make a coolant cell, I advise you do this, by the way, it's pretty handy. If you don't want to make the advanced compressor, is to make some empty cells, which you do with tin. Go and get some water. Hello, Mr. Duck. And just hold right click and it automatically fills it up. And get as many as possible because they stack in this form, but the other ones don't, unfortunately. After you extract them, they don't stack. And let's see. Yeah, it's good enough. Take this out, put in the water cells, and let it busy itself with extracting. Meanwhile, I'll just put this back in here. Actually bring the request pipe upstairs because it's a bit out of the way down here. And let's place it. Wait, dirt block. Is that the? Here it is. Dirt block down like so, and let's have yeah, basic. What the hey? I've loads of them. And oh wait, it's gonna go in here if I do that. Yeah, it is. Whoops. Whew. That scared me. Oh wait. Let's do this first, and then up. That won't connect, I think. Hopefully. Let's see if we can get a panel to put in the way. Nope. Cover? Do I have any covers? Well, can soon rectify that. No, wait, I want this one. Yeah. Glass panel. I think this is how you do it. Well, is panel the last one? Nope. Glass cover. Hooray! Now will this work? No, it won't. Curses. Although, if I do that, and then move this, will this work? Please engine outside? No, it won't. Nuts. Let's see, just do that then. And then it'll plop out here. But it saves me having to go up and downstairs again. Right. This will have done one by now. Yeah, there we go. Coolant cell. Cool. And to make the upgrades we need 2 copper cables and an electronic circuit. So 2 and no, oh, we wanted 1 anyway. Really? Ugh. That's really annoying. Well, let's take this out first. Put this in. Sorry. Yeah. Copper cable, sweet. Yeah, just needed 2 actually. Can I clean my inventory up at all? Oh yeah, put this back in. Right, move that around, put this back. Yeah, all good. Get this rubber. Put this in here, and request another electronic circuit. Cool. So, what I'd hopefully like to get on with, probably next episode, is forestry. Yeah, I'm taking a bit of a step back from the EMC generator because I need to sort of set myself up, do the basics first. Because if I go in wholeheartedly, it's going to, 1, be tedious because I have to make loads of things over and over again, and I don't think I actually have enough resources. I could use equipment exchange, I don't really want to. Plus using forestry will give me an excuse to use forestry, and I really like using forestry. So, let us extract 1 more water cell, like so. And what I could do actually. Wait, does this have a place to go? I just thought, because in this setup, there's no default route. So if there's like a surplus of ingredients, they tend to just pop out. Let's make sure they haven't. Oh, yeah, there we go. What was that? Copper cables. Right. So we need to set up a default route for all the leftovers. Let's just make it down here. Simple chest. What to do the trick? And then have this in the corner and thread some stone pipes out here, and then this is blocking our way. Let's go underneath and get the they're already there. Cool. That one there, and stone like so. Still blocking our way. Put under here. And no, we need to have logistics pipe down here. Right click with it, default route here. Yes. So that means that if there are any surplus, if there are any surplus ingredients, like the copper cables you saw there, they will then go through the system, bounce back, and end up in here. And then they will be taken from here. Another one. I need a provider pipe. So let's just move this because I like the provider pipes to be underneath because it's neater. Of course, the glowstone's upstairs. Oh my god. So put some of this in here. Some glowstone. Let's make another provider pipe. That's the one at the top, isn't it? Yeah, provider pipe. Sweet. And then come back down here. Put this underneath. Wire it up. And let me think. I'm not entirely sure, but if I do this and then set this as the default route, it may count this as an inventory and go in. Not entirely sure. Let's see if I can test it. What can we request? There. Missing 6 rubber. Well, I'll figure it out. Right, this should be done. Hooray! So now what we do is put the coolant cells at the top here, and electronic circuit here. What was the other one? 2 copper wires. Copper cables, technically. And there we have it, the overclocker upgrade. And this is pretty nifty. It goes into any level 1 machine, so these slots here for the overclockers and these other upgrades. Transformer upgrades lets you supply the machine with more power so it'll run faster and it won't blow up. As in you can supply medium voltage instead of transforming it down to low voltage. Energy storage upgrade is pretty straightforward, it stores more energy. Range upgrade I think is to do with the satellite things, not entirely sure, I'm only guessing. So we put this in here, although first of all let's actually give a practical demonstration. Get a stack of rubber, why not? And place this in here. And you can see this is going pretty slowly. We had an overclocker upgrade and it goes a little bit faster. The what's the word? Optimum number of upgrades is usually around 8. Anything more than that and you drain the power out of the machine faster than it can put in. And it's really noisy and, I don't know, kind of sucky. So yeah, this will run a bit faster now. So I'll let that run for a bit and be back shortly. Okay, I found a way to test the default route thing. I've added the empty cells into the recipe, and if I request 1, see, they'll make 16. 1 will pop out eventually. Alright. And now let's go and find where the other ones have gone. So they should, in theory, be... Oh, nuts, they're still here. Dang it. Okay. Now what do I do? Maybe if I swap these around, perhaps. Yes. I might need to have a chassis pipe on that, and then have some more settings, but that can wait for a while. That's not gonna work. So I do that, and then that and this. A little bit convoluted, but let's see if it works. So I have all the tin cells on me. So if we do this again, request 1 empty cell. It'll take out some tin and make it. Bring it back up again. Bloop. And let's see where the other ones ended up. So with any luck, they'll be in here. Yay! Success. And let's check. Double checking, yep. And triple check is now that if we request in here, we should see 15 15 empty cells on the list. Where is it? There it is. Success! Hooray! Cool. And now, let's do some form of EU generation. And I know I said previously that I wouldn't do the same setup in my season, Technic 6 season, the first season. I've changed my mind, but I have some very good ideas involving this nice little place. So, in order to do this, we will need 25 generators. Yes, you heard me right, 25. Missing, after all that, 18 rubber. Oh. But we should have some in here. Hehe. I was prepared, really. Yeah. So, let's do this again. Oops. 25 generators. Go. And that'll take a while. So let's request, we'll need 100 empty cells. It's quite a lot. 100 empty cells. And we'll need, what is it? Oh crap. We only needed 50 empty cells. Oh, never mind. Need 100 glass. So, wow, that's almost all glass. Request. And is that all of it? Oh yeah. And 50 refined iron. Where is refined iron? Where is refined iron? Oh dear, we don't have enough. Where did you go? I thought I had lots more of you. I must have gone into the generators. Are they still... Yeah, they're still doing something. Did you stop doing generators? I thought I requested 25 generators. Let's see what's going on. Maybe something is gummed up in the works. Oh, unless I spoke too soon. Machine block. Oh, maybe it's just doing, I don't know, 8x8? Empty cell. That's the solar array thing. Where did I put generator? Oh, there it is. So, did you just give up on doing generators? Interesting. Oh, no. Success. I was just being too impatient. Right, we'll need to make some more refined iron, because that disappeared. That'll take a while, so I'll do that off camera, just pretty much just do this, whoops, do that, take out this, seeing as I don't actually need that much rubber anymore. Put this back in here, and it'll go a bit faster. One thing I did forget to mention though is that with the upgrades they will drain more of your energy, so watch out for that. Cool, so let's put this in the project table so I don't have to keep making it. Empty cell, glass, generator, and the refined iron, which will be coming shortly. Let's see. Yeah, it's going quite nicely. Relatively fast. Oh, hang on, what am I doing? What am I doing? Stop, what am I doing? Stop, 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 stop. I have 25 generators. Oh yeah, geothermal generators, okay. Okay, I wasn't going crazy. So, yeah, because I hadn't taught the transmutation table, the crafting system about geothermal generators. Okay, so I'll wait for this to smelt and I will be back. Okay, so the refined iron is done. Let's make our geothermal generators. Shift click. 24 and one more. Yeah, 25 geothermal generators. Alright. So let's head off into the mining age, where it is eternal day. Well, not that it matters for this power setup actually, but just, well, thought I'd say it. And we will need to make our... Let's see actually, we have the starfisher over here. So let's make our power system over here. Shovel, cool. One thing I definitely do want to make at some point is a full sentence. One thing I do want to make at some point is a red matter shovel. Ooh, iron, sweet. So yeah, I need to do that at some point. But yeah, let's lay out our little 5x5 generation of madness. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there are a few other items that I need for this setup. I think, unfortunately, I've run out of time. I've run over the 30-minute mark by a long way, I think. Or by like 4 or 5 minutes. So, between this episode and next, I will get everything ready for this insane EU generation, and get all the quarry stuff and engines and all that nonsense ready for next episode, so we can get cracking on with our mining and refining system. Yes, I will be using a refining system. It will be using red power 2, and it'll be using sorting systems, and the one item that I really want to make is a mass fabricator, and that will find its way into this system. So, all that to look forward to tomorrow. Thank you for watching, and I shall see you in the next episode.